Assalamu alaikum viewers, how are you? Today I have a topic kind of sentences. We'll try to learn kind of sentences. Kinds of sentences. Here's we have there are two kinds of sentences. Number one, look at here, we can bifurcate it like this. There are two kinds of sentences. Now try to understand what are these two kinds of sentences. Number one is called functional. Functional. Number two is called structural. Structural. There are two kinds of sentences. First, functional. Second, structural. Now, what are the functional and structural? According to the function, we have four kinds. Number one, look at here, number one. The first is assertive. Assertive sentences. Number two is interrogative. Interrogative. Number three, imperative. Imperative. Number four is exclamatory. Exclamatory. These are four kinds of functional and there are four kinds of structural. Look, the structural kind is here. Number one is simple sentence. Simple sentence. Number two is compound. Compound sentence. And number three is complex. Complex sentence. And number four is compound complex. Compound complex. My dear students, these are the kinds of sentences, four kinds of functional and four kinds of structural. But what are the functional and what are the structural? Functional means how they use or in which functions they are being used. But in structure, in which structure they are used, whether they are simple, whether they are compound, whether they are complex or the compound complex. Means structure means how they are formed, in which means category of grammar, in which sense they are being found, means what structures are being used there, whether they are simple, compound, complex, or compound complex. So these sentences have differences, and these are the four kinds of functional and four kinds of structure. Now we are going to define one by one each example, and today I will just explain first the assertive sentences. What are the assertive sentences? That is called assertive sentences as well. Assertive sentences means we use a simple statement over here. A statement is given. Suppose, look at here the example of assertive sentences. Assertive sentence. So what are the assertive sentences? Look at this statement or examples. These are the statements of assertive sentence. Suppose if I say I am writing I am writing an essay. I am writing an essay. It is one statement. It is a one statement. That is a statement may be positive or may be negative. If I write here, I am not writing, I am not writing an essay. Sentence number 1 or sentence number 2, both are assertive. This one or that one, both are assertive sentence. It means it assert. It means we give an statement, or the statement whether it is a simple or the negative statement. So both sentences are including in assertive sentence. Assertive sentences mostly used to give your opinion statement in simple way. That is called assertive sentence. And assertive sentences, there may be negative and as well as the positive. So these type of sentences are called assertive sentences. I think so you have understood what are the assertive. Now number 2, interrogative. When we talk about interrogative, so my dear, it comes in our mind, it is question. Interrogate is the verb. Interrogate is a verb. Interrogation is a noun. But we are used here interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentence means question. To ask something, to inquire of something, to inquire of somebody, something, that is called interrogative, which needs question mark. But in assertive sentences, it needs full stop. It needs full stop. Okay? Do you understand? Now, what is interrogative sentence? I just define the interrogative sentence in these two forms. Interrogative has two kinds as well. Now, look at here the interrogative sentence. I'm going to remove it so that it can be easily understood or vision would be clear. I will define interrogative in this manner. Look. Interrogative. Interrogative sentences, it can also be divided into two parts like this. Interrogative sentence number one, confirmative. Confirmative sentence means interrogative, one kind is confirmative and second one is informative. Informative, but both are in question form. Both are the shape of question. But what are the confirmative and informative? Look, try to understand. Confirmative questions, answers of which give answer in form of yes or no. The question which answer of yes or no, that is called confirmative. For example, if I ask you, are you a teacher? Are you a teacher? Look at here, it's also a question. I'm inquiring, I'm asking. It is also a question. Do you understand? Okay, now listen. But it start with helping verb, or we can say the state verb or linking verb. Any verb can be used over here. But listen, the answer of this question is, if you are a teacher, you can answer yes. If you are not a teacher, you can answer no. So it can answer yes or no. But this start or begins with these helping verb or the modal verb, you can say, or a state verb. Yeah. Sorry, because I have already mentioned I'm not feeling well. I'm suffering from cough. Pray for me. Now, we use suppose is am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, will, would, can, could, may, should, etc., etc. These words will be beginning in a interrogative sentence. They are called confirmative sentence, because when we use these helping verb or a modal verb or a straight verb or a linking verb in the beginning before a subject or doer of an action, they will answer us with whether it is yes or no. In this manner, we can say that is called confirmative questions or interrogative. What type of interrogative? Confirmative interrogative. But when I talk about the informative, so informative questions start with, we can say, WH words or HW. Now, first I'll mention informative will answer us. Informative will answer us what? It will answer us. What answer? It will answer us in detail. Detail of something or information or some information. Look how if I ask the question this, who are you? It may be any answer. Who are you? Mean you, if you are teacher, you can say teacher. Suppose answer, I am a teacher. If you are a student, you can say I am student. Somebody can say I am Muslim. If question is regarding about religion, faith, this question can be about the personality. Okay? Do you understand? So in this manner, this question answer us of means detail or some information. It cannot answer us yes or no. If I ask, what is your name? Or if I ask, where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? The answer is the place. You will answer is in which place you live. You will just mention the name of the place. So you can say, I live in Nazimabad. Nazim, A-B-A-D-Bad. Nazimabad. It is answer of this question. Short answer is Nazimabad. It means the name of place where do you live. So you do not answer of yes or no. So I think so you have understood what is the difference between confirmative and informative. These are the two types of interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences start, look at here, with WH words. Suppose what, when, why, who, which, where, whom, whose, who, whom, whose, and you can also answer it like this: how many, or how much, how long, how far, etc. like this. So this will answer of these questions. So these question will start with WH words. I think so you have understood the type 2 functional question. Functional sentence type 2 is interrogative, and interrogative has also two big kinds. One is confirmative, second one is informative. Now we are learning here the kinds of sentences. Today we have learned there are two big kinds of sentences, one for functional and second for is structural. Then in functional we have four forms and structural we have also four forms. In functional today I describe two functional kinds of sentence. Inshallah, in my next lecture, I will define the two remaining functional and then as well as structural form of sentences. Thank you so much. Keep watching my video and share and like and subscribe it. Thank you so much. Inshallah, we'll meet you later with the name of Almighty Allah. Thank Allah Hafiz.